freshly showered up and ready to talk about the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! The game that I'm evidently extremely passionate about. So it's been brought to my attention that a lot of players still think the Sky Striker are dead. I would like to bring this to everybody's concern and attention, but the deck's not dead. So we need to evidently have a discussion on Sky Strikers, and if we get some likes on this video, I'll try to have a metagame discussion for what I think will be the best deck for the 200th on Wednesday, for those of you that are absolutely curious. Yes, I'll be at the 200th, and it's going to be glorious. I'm going to let the stream build my deck for me, but I think I'm just going to play Sky Strikers. So let's dig into this fantastic discussion on why Sky Strikers are still tier 1, or if not the best deck. Ooh. Alright, I love trying to educate the masses, and don't get me wrong, I have fun doing this, but Patchwork Robbie and Freshly Bathed Robbie we get worn down. So this is my attempt to make you understand why Sky Strikers are going to be one of the best decks, if not the best deck. Because my comment section on a couple of videos have had people just belligerently being like, oh, Hornet Drones is at 1, the deck is dead, you're stupid. At what point have you not looked at Japan? Hornet Drones was literally the last change that the deck went through in Japan, and if I recall correctly, on every OCG metagame analysis that we've had over the last 2 months, I would almost swear that Sky Striker was the best deck. You know, there's the OTK variant, which we can't do because we don't have Needle Fiber, which is not what I'm talking about. There's this control variant that plays a lot of hand traps, has a built-in toolbox, and even with terraforming at 1, the deck is still producing results. But that's all fine and dandy. I mean, Hornet Drones at 1 obviously kills the deck. These people that are commenting this and having this discussion with me, or trying to have this discussion with me, I feel are very uneducated. So, sure, Hornet Drones to 1 hurt, but did we really even need it? You've turned my 10 starters that I had into 8. Like, let's just let this sink in for a moment. Now the deck goes up to a much higher field spell count, but that's not the point of what I'm trying to say here. The OCG metagame might be different. They might be in a Altergeist, Thunder Dragon, Goki shit show over there, but results and things definitely go to prove, even removing certain things from the level of competition, you will still see that, even with literally the same card pool available, that the engine is still doing fine. You know what Sky Strikers still have that I don't think people have kind of realized this yet? They still have one hell of a toolbox engine. Losing one utility card doesn't hurt the deck. You have to literally do what the OCG did this ban list. Put Little Anchor and our boy Engage to 2 to even start touching this deck. It's kind of clear that this deck is Konami's baby for some reason. I think they've been releasing 1 or 2 support cards every block, but it's started to become more and more apparent that people don't understand how the deck works, how the toolbox engine interacts with the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! But here's the thing that might make you a little bit... Okay, so the best matchup that you have playing against Altergeist, or playing against Striker, is Altergeist. And I wanted to talk about this matchup specifically because this goes hand in hand with why the deck isn't dead. We have a back row deck. Altergeist is fantastic. Now in the OCG, when you look at Strikers, almost all of them are playing Harpy's Feather Duster. You have to admit, even in the grand scheme of 10 to 20 to 30 games, even the one time that you can Feather Duster your opponent for all their back row, it becomes massively impactful. Now, Altergeist does have this annoying little toolbox in themselves that they can access. They can shut off their ability to do negates. But Pure Sky Striker has the ability to, I guarantee you, the current build will be shifting to Twin Twisters almost 100%. There's no doubt in my mind at the end of the day that we will not be looking at this deck in any other light. You have to have back row removal, especially when the projected metagame is going to be literally Sky Striker, Altergeist as the two best decks. And as a Sky Striker player, the best thing you can do is, well, pray you don't hit the Waking the Dragon when you're going into games 2 and 3. I can't tell you how many times I've been fucked at locals because my opponent just had Waking the Dragon. Do you know what it's like trying to deal with a fucking Falcon? You can't do it. It's nothing that you can do in the grand scheme of things, but Altergeist is a very hard matchup for you, and there's kind of a reason for the longest time. You know, things started off with Thunder Dragons in the OCG, and then after time started progressively going, it literally became Altergeist versus, you know, Sky Striker. But Sky Striker Toolbox is still severely too dominant for the deck to keep up with. And I think once we start heading into more of an inclusive back row removal format, things like Twin Twisters and things like that. Now, these are just temporary predictions as we're heading into the 200th. I'm still very, very keen on wanting to play Twin Twister in the main deck. And my strict reasoning for wanting to play Twin is if I play against Altergeist and I get into that grindy matchup, you have the ability to remove their back row. Now, discarding is a lot for a Sky Striker player, but I feel that it's fine. Things like MST doesn't really warm me up as much, and I don't feel necessarily comfortable with wanting to play Cosmic Cyclone at the moment. Cyclone seems too bad, but the Sky Striker Toolbox is just so much value now. Even the OCG, we've seen the TCG we started heading away from Desires. We went into Desires, we went away from Desires. The OCG started heading towards Desires again. So I think a lot of people, when you're going to the 200th and you're going to be looking to have success with this deck, I think looking to the current OCG trends, looking at, you know, just, it's as simple as playing Desires and equivalating a deck from the OCG to the TCG. Only the real players in this game, I think, I've noticed the trends of some of the best players looking to Japan, getting ahead of the metagame curve, and adapting core ideas from their metagame. Yes, they are two separate games. I'm not stupid. I know this, all right? But it is possible to translate a theory from one game into another. And I don't know if players just don't like making an attempt to do this, or they're just scared for some reason that they think the idea won't work out, or their theorio skills just don't allow them to want to do so, i.e., like I'm talking about Desires here. You know, you have a card that a lot of general theorists will head away from and just be like, no, not today. But the point of this video, I do want to keep everyone up to date that with the way that the metagame is looking at this very point in time, Sky Strikers, there's no doubt in my mind. Consistency, previous results. I do know that pure Sky Strike or pure Trickstar still exist. I'm not dumb. I understand that the Droll and Lockbird combo is still there. And Sky Striker does do a lot of searching to particularly start its engine. But Sky Striker has this uncanny ability. Once again, shout out to Twin Twister, you can't wreck me. And I also guarantee you that pure Sky Striker going forward will probably be mirroring the OCG concept of playing more hand traps. And I'm going to just toss up a Ghost Bell here, because I think you have your choice of Drone Lockbird, Gamma, Ghost Bell, Effect Veiler, Ash Blossom, and Ghost Ogre. I definitely think that Ghost Bell is not a terrible option. I think making an attempt to shut off the opponent's graveyard is not bad at all, actually. The other one I wanted to bring up, though, is Effect Veiler. This is just going to be a trend in the current format. A lot of people are talking about Veiler at the moment, and we don't have Needle Fiber, so wanting a reason to Veiler something seems a little bit harder, especially when your best matchups going into the format are probably going to be Altergeist. I don't know what you're making an attempt to want to Veiler. I mean, I guess you can hit the Mellow-Zeke and smile, because I believe Veiler follows to the graveyard. So if they attempt to link out, well, you did your job. But I I'm a bit questionative on Effect Veiler at this current point in time. I believe that it just might be the spawn of hype, but we'll have to wait and see. Once again, this is going to be one of those things that's going to be where the community takes this as a trend. I could be slightly ahead, I could be slightly behind on this one. But more hand traps, the better, especially in this day and age. We got to make sure that we're checking the fucking format. So there's that. So TLDR here. Sky Strikers are still going to be one of the best decks, if not the best deck of the format. Hornet Drones going to 1 did absolutely jack shit to the deck. To the naysayers that are saying, Robbie, you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about. Results will be in from YCS this weekend, and I'll be proven right. So you can see it in my eyes. This one guy that commented on my video is like, you can see the passion in Robbie's eyes. I know what I'm talking about. Could have just poked out my eye, but safety glasses. We know what we're doing. So guys, that's all I got for this video. Please comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. You think I'm crazy? You think this is some weird theory? Or do you think I'm right? Alright guys, catch you on the flip side. Peace out. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.